Good morning, everyone. 11th class, Accountancy, Chapter 8, and topic is Special Journal Entries. Part 2. Some of the journal entries we have already done in the previous class. Some of the special journal entries. Now we will be doing the further entries. So the next entry. Previously I told you the journal entry about the bad debts. We will be doing a further part of the bad debt. So could you please tell me what entry we were passing for the bad debts? Yes, you can raise your hands. Yes, bad debts. Yes, Vansh Agarwal, tell me the journal entry for bad debts.
Bad debts account debit to creditors.
Not creditors.
मैम वो creditor name मैम
No,
जो भी होगा
debtor. Bad
debtors
debts account debit to debtors.
to debitors debtors.
Yes. Very good. Suppose 50,000. Now, I told you earlier that bad debt means the debt which is irrecoverable, which you are not going to receive. Tarun, Dhingra, on your video, otherwise I am going to remove you. Yes, Tarun, I am giving you just 10-second time. Yes. So suppose you have sold goods to Mohan costing rupees 50,000 and Mohan was your debtor in that case, and after 1 month, Mohan refused to make payment. So in that case, that amount will become your bad debt. So the entry will be bad debt account debit to Mohan. But sometime it may happen that Mohan is ready to pay 60% amount. The debt can be completely bad or only a part of the debt you can recover. It may happen that Mohan is unable to pay the whole amount. Maybe he is not having the whole amount, but he is ready to pay 60%. So in that case, in this case, there will be a compound journal entry. How the compound journal entry? So Mohan is ready to pay you 60%. So 3 accounts will be there: Mohan, cash, and bad debts. These 3 accounts will be there. So total amount, suppose 50,000 was there, and out of this 50,000, 60% is paid. Mohan is ready to pay 60%. So it means 40% is unpaid. Clear? 40% is unpaid. 60% is paid and 40% is unpaid. So the amount, whichever is paid, will go to the cash, and the amount which is not paid will go to bad debts. So this portion will go to bad debts, and this 60%, the amount which he has paid, will go to cash. So Mohan is your asset. Mohan is debtor, and debtor is always an asset. And Mohan is making payment. It means debtor is decreased. Then cash is again an asset. We have received the cash. So cash is increased, and bad debt is an expense or loss, we can say. And loss is increased. So Mohan is the asset which has been decreased. It means Mohan will be credited. Cash is the asset which is increased. It is debited. And bad debt is a loss, and losses are always debited. So what will be the journal entry? Cash account debit. Next is the bad debts account debit. And next is to Mohan. So what amount we have received? 60%. So 60% of 50,000 is 30,000. 40% of 50,000 is 20,000. And here we are going to write 50,000. So this is the special journal entry in which the whole amount has not become bad debt. Only a part has become bad debt. So the part which has become bad debt will going to the bad debt account, and the rest part which we have received will be going to the cash account. And in this entry, we can see that two accounts are debited and one account is credited. So it means what type of entry is this? This is a compound journal entry. The entries in which more than two accounts are involved are known as compound journal entries. Clear? So the next entry, write down. Next entry, special journal entry, is the transactions having trade discount as well as cash discount. It's a very important type of journal entry, so try to understand it very carefully. Trade discount as well as cash discount. Clear? Suppose you have sold goods to Sohan costing 50,000 at a rate of trade discount. %10 and cash discount 5%. So in the same transaction, two discounts are there. One is the trade discount and other one is the cash discount. So how to calculate both? So in chapter 2, I have already told you that discount is of two types, trade and cash. Further, cash discount is of two types, discount allowed and discount received. So in this question, in this transaction, we can see that we are having both type of discount, trade discount as well as cash discount. Trade discount is allowed when goods are purchased in bulk, and cash discount is allowed when the payment is made in cash, either on the spot or within a stipulated time period. Suppose we are giving him 4-day time, that if the debtor is making payment within 4 days, then he will be entitled to get the cash discount. Clear? And if he is making payment on the 5th day, then he will be getting only trade discount, not the cash discount. For getting cash discount, two things are required, two conditions are required. First, either payment is made on the same day or the payment is made on the prescribed day or the stipulated day, which is decided in the agreement that you are going to make payment within 1 week, within 10 days to get the cash discount. So if you are making the payment within that stipulated time, only then you will be entitled to get the cash discount. Otherwise, cash discount can't be allowed. Clear? So here in this transaction, you can see that the trade discount is there and the cash discount is there. So before passing this entry, first of all, you have to do some, before passing this entry, first of all, you have to do some calculation work. How the calculation work will be done? Note down. First of all, you need to write cost of the goods. Cost of the goods. So what is the cost of goods which is given in the question? It is 50,000. Now there are two discounts. One is the cash discount and other one is the trade discount. Now one question must be raising in your mind, that which discount is to be subtracted first. We can subtract trade discount first, then cash discount, or we can first subtract the cash discount, then trade discount. So the option A1 is the correct option. First of all, we need to subtract trade discount. Trade discount means the discount which is given only when we have purchased goods in bulk. So less trade discount. At the rate 10% it is given. So 10% of 50,000 is equals to 5,000. So now what is left? 45,000. Clear? 45,000. Now we are supposed to pay 45,000. And one more thing here, trade discount is just subtracted. it is never recorded in the books of account. Cash discount is recorded in the books of account, but trade discount is never recorded in the books of account. So it is just subtracted from the list price of the goods. Clear? So trade discount 5,000 is subtracted. So now we have got 45,000. Now talk about the cash discount. So now on this amount, cash discount is subtracted, but make sure it will be subtracted only when you are making the payment in cash. It will be subtracted only when you are making payment in cash, if or receiving the payment in cash. Clear? So here, suppose it is mentioned that Sohan paid the entire amount on the same day. With one transaction only, I will be telling you the different cases. There can be 2-3 cases. Sohan paid the entire amount on the same day. Sohan paid the entire amount on the same day. So cash discount will be subtracted now. Cash discount at the rate of whatever is given rate, which is 5%. So 45,000, calculate 5% of 45,000, which will be 2250. So now the amount which we have to receive is 42,750. Clear? This is the amount which we will be receiving after deducting the discount. Now, could you please tell me how many accounts are there in this transaction? Now it's time to pass the journal entry. So before passing the journal entry, we need to analyze the types of the account. How many accounts are there? Yes, Neha, unmute yourself, Peter.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, which accounts are involved here?
Ma'am, cash.
Very good. Cash,
Ma'am, sale.
sales. Very good.
And ma'am, discount allowed.
Yes, it is discount allowed. How you have recognized it that it's a discount allowed, not discount received?
बिकॉज मैम डिस्काउंट हम लोग तब रिसीव करेंगे जब हम लोगों ने कुछ खरीदा है तो हमें डिस्काउंट मिलेगा, बट हम लोग कुछ बेच रहे हैं तो डिस्काउंट अलाउ करा है हमने.
Yes, very good. So now could you please tell me the nature of all these accounts? Cash is
मैम,
an
कैश एसेट्स.
very good. Cash asset. Sales. What is the nature of sales? It's revenue.
रेवेन्यू, इनकम
And
रेवेन्यू.
what is the nature of discount allowed?
मैम, ये तो एक्सपेंस.
Yes, very good. Yes, very good, beta. Now next, Paridhi, unmute yourself. Paridhi, unmute yourself, beta.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Paridhi. Now please tell
Yes,
me
ma'am.
which one is increasing out of these 3 accounts and which one is decreasing.
Ma'am, cash is increasing.
Very good. Cash is increasing. Then sales revenue. You are making
Ma'am,
sales
Ma'am, increasing.
increasing and your expense is also increasing.
Increasing.
So when asset increases, it is always
Debited. Debited.
very good. Revenue increases,
Credited. Credited.
very good. And discount allowed,
Debited.
debited. Just a minute, beta. Hanji. So now the journal entry will be, yes,
Cash account. Cash
हाँ,
account debited. Discount allowed debited to sales account.
very good. Cash account debited. Now you need to tell me the amount. Discount account debited to sales account. Yes, very good. Tell me the amounts, please.
Ma'am, cash तो 42,750 होगा शायद.
Yes, very good.
और डिस्काउंट अलाउड हुआ है मैम
This one.
2,250.
2,250. And what about the sales? This amount will be coming to the sales account. So you can see that trade discount we have just subtracted. we have not recorded anywhere trade discount. So the discount which is to be recorded is the only cash discount. We have not shown trade discount anywhere in the journal entry. So we have taken the sales after subtracting the trade discount. Clear? Yes. Now the same question can come in different another manner. What is that manner? So I am changing the question little bit. You have to make your calculations and give me the answer. So this transaction remains same. Nothing is changed here. And now I am telling you that Mohan paid 60% immediately and availed cash discount. Earlier, Mohan paid the entire amount. Now he is making payment of 60% only. So please, I'm giving you just 1 minute to do your calculations. And if you will be telling me, then it will be appreciable for you people that you have a better understanding, good understanding. So just run your mind and give me the answer. And I have changed the question little bit. Mohan has paid only 60%. So you need to remember here that cash discount is allowed only on the portion which is paid in cash. Mohan has paid 60% in cash, means rest 40% is the credit sale. Here, this is the hint which I am giving you. 60% is the cash sale and 40% is the credit sale. 60% is the cash sale and 40% is the credit transaction. So what will be the changes here? Till here, there will be no change. Yes, this 45,000 will remain same. This will remain same. Now you need to calculate the cash discount. So here I have given you one hint that the cash discount will be given only on the portion which is paid. Yes, Vansh Agarwal, unmute yourself better.
मैम इन दिस कैश डिस्काउंट मैम यूज ही नहीं होगा मैम क्योंकि उसने अवेल्ड मैम लिया ही नहीं कैश डिस्काउंट
No, beta, you have understood the question wrong. Availed means he has taken. Mohan paid 60% immediately, means he has made the payment of 60% amount. And he will be definitely getting the cash discount on the amount which he has paid. Okay. Yes, I'm waiting for your answer. Any other student, please raise your hand. Yes, Neha Jain. Yes, Vaibhav. Very good. Speak up, Vaibhav.
Ma'am, 1350 rupees discount allowed.
How you have calculated?
Ma'am, first I calculated 60% of
Yes, very good.
45,000.
Very good. Wait a minute. First of all, in this type of transactions, you have to divide the whole amount in two portions. This type of web charts you can make for better understanding of the concept. Clear? So 60% of 45,000. So what will be the 60% of 45,000? Yes, Vaibhav.
27,000.
27,000. So it is the cash transaction. And what will be the 40%? So the remaining amount will be the 40%. So what is that?
18,000.
Very good. So this is the transaction which is done on credit. For credit, Mohan will become our debtor. This thing is clear. Now, as I told you, very good, Vaibhav. As I told you that the cash discount will be allowed only on the portion which we have received or paid. Okay. So this is the cash transaction. On this transaction, on this amount only, the cash discount will be calculated. So cash discount is 5%. So less cash discount. Yes, Vaibhav, please tell me.
And 1,350.
Yes, very good. This is the cash discount and remaining amount will be the 650. This is the cash which we have received. Now, in this transaction, how many accounts are involved? Any other student? In this transaction, how many accounts are involved? Yes, Priyanshi Sharma, unmute yourself.
Ma'am, 4 accounts.
Very good. Jo, just let me know which 4 accounts. Tell me fast.
Ma'am, cash,
Very good. Cash. Second.
sale,
Sales. Very good. Discount.
discount,
These 3 were in the earlier transaction also. Now what is new account
Sohan.
added? Yes.
Sohan,
Sohan. Very good. Very good, beta. Now please tell me the nature of all these accounts. Cash is
assets,
very good. Sales,
revenue,
discount, expense, and Sohan. What is Sohan?
debtor,
Debtor.
Debtor.
Debtor means asset.
assets,
Yes. Now tell me which one is increasing and which one is decreasing. When you are receiving the cash, cash must be increasing. Sale is a revenue, it is also increasing. Discount is an expense, it is increasing. And Sohan is the asset, and Sohan is becoming our debtor, so his account is also increasing. So now could you please tell me what will be the journal entry for this?
cash account debited, discount
Wait a minute.
allowed,
Wait a minute, beta. Wait a minute. Cash account debited. Discount. Allowed account debited. Then
Sohan account debited,
Sohan debited. Very good. Then
to sales
two sales.
account.
Now could you please tell me the amounts? What
Ma'am,
amount of
cash-
cash we have received? This one.
2,000,
It's
ma'am,
25.
25,000,
650.
25,650,
Yes. Then discount.
1,350,
Very good. Then Sohan.
18,000,
Very good. Then sales. This is the total sale. So after doing this transaction, you have to check whether debit equal to credit or not. So whenever there is a compound entry, then in every compound entry, you have to check whether the debit is equal to credit or not. So this was the whole concept of discount, in which trade discount, cash discount, and either trade discount or cash discount or both are given, as well as in one transaction we have availed the whole cash discount, and in another transaction we have availed on the partial amount of cash discount. So now one more transaction can be there in the same question. You just note down. The question is same again. Sold goods to Sohan costing 50,000 at the rate of trade discount 10% and cash discount 5%, and time period given for payment was on or before 30th April. It means Sohan was told that to avail the cash discount, he has to make the payment on or before 30th April. But Sohan made the payment on 5th May. Then what will be the change in the transaction or in the question? Yes, I'm waiting for your answer. Sohan made the payment on 5th April. Yes, Mridul. Unmute yourself, Mridul.
मैम जो कैश डिस्काउंट है वो हट जाएगा.
Very good.
No
There
cash
will be-
discount will be given.
Yes, there will be no cash discount. Could you please explain why? Yes, why? Yes, Mridul. Unmute yourself.
Ma'am, because he had delayed the payment.
Yes, I told you that to get the cash discount, either you need to make on the spot payment or within the given time period. Only then you are eligible to get the cash discount. Otherwise, if you are making payment late, then there will be no cash discount. I hope I am clear with the topic.